Hello, my friends. It is time for reading today. So today for reading, you are going to need this worksheet that is in your packet, and you're going to need your book. If you did not cut out your book and it is still top to bottom, that's okay. You can follow along from top to bottom, or you can pause the video, take a minute, cut the book out in half. Make sure that you put the numbers in order. There are page numbers. It starts with page number 3. So make sure you have that there for yourself. So today we are going to work on reading our book. And before we get to our book, I want to talk about our tricky words that are going to be in our story that are not from the an or the ad family that we have been working on. So our tricky words, one is a sight word. So this is a word that we cannot sound out normally. We just need to know it in a snap. So this word is from. So when you see F-R-O-M, it says the word from. Practice that with me. From. And then we have run, run, up, up. Up is another sight word. It can be sounded out a little bit, but this is a sight word that we should know in a snap. And this last word is fox. And that one is a really tricky word because of the X on the end. It makes it look a little bit funny. So this is fox. So we will need to know these words for our story. They are also in your story. If you look at this very first page, there's a bunch of different words that we might need to know. So these are the tricky words. The other thing we need to know for our story today is we can look at this word, and it is nan. And we know that it's an because it's part of the an word family. We can see the an. But in this story, they don't just use the word nan, they add an S to the end, which makes it nans. And with the apostrophe there, it means something of nans. So we could say, Miss Schultz's water bottle. I own the water bottle. So you would write it like this. Water. And that apostrophe S means that I own it. It could be your toy, or your food, or your snack. It could be anybody's things. Tadpole's pumpkin. He ate his pumpkin toy last night. It no longer has a stem. So we're going to need to know that when we add an S, it's going to make that S sound at the end. And when there's an apostrophe S, that means that they own it. So I want you to find your book. Let's read the title together. I'm going to try to hold it and see. So if I look off the screen, it's because I'm up on the smart board and the camera is on my computer. So ready? Let's read it together. Dan the Tan Man. So if we look at Dan, Tan, and Man, we know that they all are part of the an word family. Most of the words in this book are going to be from the an or the ad word family that we've been practicing earlier this week. We know that Dan is somebody's name. It has the capital D. So we're going to turn to page 1 and we're going to read it together. Make sure you get your reading finger ready. Blow off the dust because it's probably very dusty from not being used very often. Ready? Dan the Tan Man is on the pan. Dan is a tad mad. We can tell he's mad by looking at the picture. It looks like there's a tadpole on the pan too. Check to make sure you're on the right page. It says 4. Ready? Dan runs from the pan. He runs from Nan. Can Nan get Dan? What do you think? Make a prediction. Page 5. Nan is a tad sad. She puts up an ad. The man sees Nan's ad. Look, that word's got that apostrophe S. She owns the ad. Can he see Dan the Tan Man? Do you see Dan the Tan Man? I think I do. Look at the picture. All right, page 6. The man sees Dan. Dan the Tan Man runs from the man. Can the man get Dan? No, he cannot. That is a very tricky word that was not on the tricky word list. Cannot. It's two words squished together to make a big word. The man is sad. Well, that picture helps us with one of the tricky words on this page. The fox can see Dan. Can the fox get Dan? What do you think? Is the fox going to get Dan? Page 8. Nan can get Dan. Dan is not mad. Nan is not sad. The end of our story. So I hope you enjoyed our story today. There are two things that you need to do after you read the story. The first one is read the story again with your parent or the family pet or a brother or a sister. And then what I would like you to do on your pages is I want you to look for words that are in the ad and the an word family. So we know that Dan is in the an word family. So I am going to, I failed on having the colors out that I needed. If it has the an, red, I need red. So we're going to circle anything that is an in red. So Dan is an, tan, man, pan. Oop, there's Dan again. And then I'm going to circle anything. Helps if I show you, doesn't it? I'm going to circle anything that has the ad family in blue. So tad and mad. So if you have crayons at home, you could use crayons to circle it. You could use colored pencils to circle it. Markers makes it a little bit more difficult, but they are workable. You might try underlining them instead of circling them if you're using markers. But I would suggest crayons or colored pencils would be the best way to do that. And the only other thing you are going to do today is we're going to work on reading this paper, and you're going to use the words from the blank at the top to answer the question. Nan sat on a tan. What could I put in there that would make sense? Man, pan, pad, mad, Nan. So you're going to read the sentences and you're going to try to figure out which word makes sense to answer those questions. I know it was a very long video today. We're going to make sure that we take some time to practice our sight words in just a little bit. I'll make a separate video for that. Have a wonderful day and enjoy reading Dan the Tan Man.